Esther, he doesn't want to just kill Mordecai. Haman says, I want to kill all of the Jews. Why not just kill Mordecai for not bowing down? Why not just kill him? It makes no logical sense. Why you hate him for not bowing? Why do you hate his whole race? I think it goes back, like I said, to that long-standing animosity, but I also think it takes on demonic proportions. Haman wanted to basically commit something that is called genocide. Okay, it's a big word, but genocide essentially means wiping out a whole race of people. He wanted to exterminate all the Jews in all of Persia, in all of the provinces. Takes on demonic proportions. Haman wanted to basically commit something that is called genocide. Okay, it's a big word, but genocide essentially means wiping out a whole race of people. He wanted to exterminate all the Jews in all of Persia, in all of the provinces. Sadly, history is full of that. Where kings and rulers and people in power have tried to wipe out and exterminate the Jews. And I think, again, it takes on demonic proportions because the Jews are God's chosen people. They're special to Him. I think Satan knows that. Satan knows.
Now, when you look at Haman, what he did was he was setting a precedence and setting a foundation for how these Edomites operate. Because when you go back to 1 Samuel 15, it shows how these Amalekites was called Agag, and that was his father called Agag. And then when you go to Genesis 36, it says Agag was the son of Esau. So now Esau is Edom, and Edom is the border of wickedness. But look at what these Edomites was trying to do. They was trying to exterminate the Israelites. They was trying to exterminate the Israelites from every province, totally exterminate them. And then the Amalekites, the Israelites were trying to exterminate the Amalekites, the Edomites. So both of these nations was trying to kill each other. They was both in the womb of Rebekah, Genesis 25 and 23. They was wrestling in the womb. Two separate nations going at it. Romans 9 and 11, that these two nations had a purpose. And it was always said that the Edomites was going to have to serve the Israelites. And so the Edomites always had a hatred for them. Let's get to the bottom of this. In Genesis 25, no, not 25, Genesis 27. Let's see what Esau said when Isaac died. It said Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. See, he just didn't want to kill his brother Jacob for giving him some giving him some soup and getting his birthright, catching him at his weak moment and giving him some food to eat. It was bigger than that. He had a blessing that was going to give him the blessing that was given from Abraham. See, it was a blessing being passed down from Abraham that was going to go down the line. And that blessing went to Jacob. Esau rejected that blessing. And he was blessed just to be the rich man on the earth. That's why Haman was rich. He was a rich man. See? And when you look at who these individuals are, you can quickly understand it. The Persians was taken over by the Edomites. The Edomites took the kingdom from the Persians. Let's go to First Maccabees. I'm turning my book and got the whole Bible right here. Let's hit Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1. It said, it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians. See, that Persian kingdom was taken over by the Grecians, the so-called white man, Alexander the Great. And those Persians was not white peoples, so-called white people. And though the people that was fighting against the Persians and that was scheming, they was the Agag, Haman, and his peoples. Because Haman, his brethren was trying to take over the kingdom and kill the king. See, they was always conspiring against the Persians anyway. But the Israelites was under the Persians, and the Persians had sent the Israelites back home. And the Persians was told to send them back home and give them all the gold and everything out of the treasury so they can go back and build a temple. And if you don't do that, you and your children gonna be have to deal with me. See, the Lord told the Persians to respect the Israelites and to serve the Israelites pretty much, even though the kingdom was still the Persians. They still had to set up the Israelites. So there was a peaceful existence between the Persians and the Israelites. But see, these Edomites came up on the scene and they was trying to kill the Persians. And then eventually they did fight Darius the king and kill him and took over the kingdom from them. So when you go to, let's go to Esther, addition to Esther. This is why the Edomites have been hiding this book right here, because it identifies who they are. It says the two dragons are I and Haman. See, them two dragons was the two Edomites that was sitting up there trying to take over the kingdom, and the Persians and Mordecai saw them and hung they behind. See, it says, and the nations who those that were assembled to destroy the name of the Jews. And so these Edomites been assembling the nations to try to rallying the nations, trying to exterminate the Jews, commit genocide on the Jews. And so this example is a perfect example, and it identifies who the so-called white man is, and it identifies what he trying to do to the Israelites. See, who is his main enemy? See, he's not over there fighting them Arabs like that. He is not fighting them Arabs like that. He trying to go over there and get control of them like he was doing then. Trying to get control of the Persians and the Amalekites, the Ishmaelites' land. But he haven't got control of them because God promised that land to them. See, he promised Ishmael his land. See, and the so-called white man can't totally take his land, even though he's in rulership. And so he that's the only battle he got with these Persians, the Iranians, what they call themselves now, and the Arabs, the Ishmaelites, what they call themselves now. The Edomites, the so-called white man, he haven't took over their land. He haven't did too much to them, but just have skirmishes with them. Now, when it comes to, and then he's trying to frame them, because most of the time the terrorists is set up by the so-called white man. So, but who has the white man been persecuting? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's who he's slaughtering. See, that's who he's been killing thousands and millions of them through abortion and through colonization. See, he haven't been doing that to the Arabs. He haven't been putting them into hard bondage. He haven't been doing that to the Chinese. See, killing them, slaughtering them. See, he only doing that to the Israelites. It's only been a battle between the so-called white man and the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And now he's trying to do the same thing they was trying to do during the Persian rulership. They was trying to exterminate all of them, commit genocide, just like they did to the Native Americans, the tribe of Gad and Reuben and Simeon. So when you go, let's see here, it talks about Macedonian here in let's see here. It talks about Haman being a Macedonian. Where is it? Okay, it might be 14 or 16. Okay, let's start from 16. Let's find this Macedonian. There we go. 16:14. It say, for by these means he thought, finding us destitute of friends, to have translated the kingdom of the Persians to the Macedonians. See, Haman was trying to transport the kingdom to himself. It said, but we find the Jews whom this wicked wretch have delivered to utter destruction are no evildoers and live by most just laws. See, they find out that this Haman, these Edomites, was trying to exterminate the Jews. But these Macedonians, which are the Greeks, which are the Edomites, see, all of it match. And see, these dragons gonna take that out the Bible and try to discredit the Maccabees because it identifies who they are. They was the Macedonians trying to take over. They was Haman trying to exterminate the Israelites. The Edomites been trying to exterminate the Edomites. Now let's get the Maccabees. Is it in Maccabees or Ezra's? Let's try Maccabees. Look at that. Then when you had Judas and the Maccabees, who was they fighting? They say, then Judas fought against the children of Esau in Idumea. See, once the so-called Grecians took over, who was the Grecians? The Grecians was the children of Esau. The Macedonians was the children of Esau. The Idumeans. This who they was. And just like today, the mission is not over. See, the mission has not been over because Esau and his children know that they lost the blessing and they still hate the Israelites due to the blessing. And the Israelites and the Edomites always fought against each other, trying to exterminate each other. And that's what we're seeing in these last days. The Edomites want the Israelites to bow down to them, to serve them. That's what we got. Look at here. Revelation. Let's get it. Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. See, it said, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. This is what Revelation 13 and 15 is talking about. The Edomites is the beast. See, when you go to the first thing, it tell you 10 horns. 10 horns is the 10 kings in Revelation 18. 12, look at verse 3. It says, the great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns. That dragon is those dragons back in Esther, the Edomites. And they trying to exterminate and commit genocide on the Israelites. That's what the Bible is about. And the Israelites are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and they've been committing genocide on the Israelites in all forms in America, in this land we call Babylon the Great. Abortions, uh, clearing the Indians off the land, putting them on reservations, slaughtering them through Andrew Jackson, the killer of the Indians, and then shoot them down in the street, packing them in the prison, poisoning their food, water, and all kind of manner of destruction this man is coming with. And look at 1st, 2nd Thessalonians. That's why Habakkuk called him, he is as death, because to the Israelites, he trying to exterminate them. He trying to kill them. He the pale horse and the red horse. See, taking peace from the earth, was given a great sword, great military. Where we at? Revelations, talking about Esau. He was going, is it 13 or 12? 13:10 talks about the slavery that he put him in. 18:13 talks about Babylon the Great having the slaves. How he slaughtering the Indians and enslaving the Israelites. Let's get it 11 and 8. It might pop back up. 11 and 8, he said, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. See, this America, Babylon the Great, is the great city, which is spiritually is called Sodom, where you got same-sex marriage and all types of abomination. And Egypt, where we was in bondage in Egypt. See, this is the place where they committing genocide on the Israelites. Then you got what 17, 12 and 17. It said the dragon, there go the dragon again. Those 2 dragons, those Edomites was called dragons. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to wage war with the remnant of her seed. See, he trying to get the remnant of the seed to get rid of them, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach. And that remnant is mainly the elect who was going to take over the kingdom, who's going to receive that blessing that they mad that they didn't get. See, they mad they didn't get the blessing, and they want to kill the Israelites, commit genocide, exterminate them. See, they've been doing it since the Persian Empire. They've been doing it since all of the empires. You had the Edomites waiting on the Israelites when they came out of Egypt. See? And what the Lord said in Psalm. Let's get that real quick. This battle been going on for a long time. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. Happy is he that rewarded you as you have served us. See, this is what's going on with the Edomites. So when you go into Esther 7 and 6, it says, and Esther said, the adversary, meaning Satan, because in the Hebrew, adversary Satan, it means adversary. That's what Revelations 12 was talking about. Satan. See, the Edomites. The enemy is this wicked Haman. See, they was called the wicked in Malachi 1 and 4, the border of wickedness. In Job 9 and 24, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. It was given to the Edomites, the children of Esau. Say, then Haman was afraid before the king and the queen, because they end up killing all of Haman's family. See, because the Persians was following the directions of the Most High, and he had it out for them Edomites, and he told them he was gonna war with them from generation to generation. And when they ambushed the Israelites when they was coming out of Egypt, and Moses made an altar, Yahweh Nisi, to represent that he's gonna be fighting these Edomites till the kingdom come. But yeah, this is what we getting to. They want the Israelites to bow down to them, but it ain't gonna happen. Look at what he's saying in Ezekiel 24 and 15. No, it's 25 and 14. He said, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, the so-called white man, by the hand of my people Israel. See, he gonna let the battle go down, and it's gonna be a major battle. Okay, you got to close out. Let's see. What? 20. He said, you are my battle axe and weapons of war. Talking about the Israelites. For with you I will break into pieces the nations, and with you will I destroy kingdoms. See, this is what is going to happen. He going to let this battle go down, and it's going to be a major battle. Now, what is it? Zephaniah, Zechariah, Micah. I think it's Micah 5 and 7 or 7. Talks about the battle that I think it's 7 something. He gonna let this battle go down with the Israelites and the Edomites. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Let's try 6. Might be 5. 5. He talks about this battle between the Israelites. He calls these Edomites by their name. Now, I might got the wrong book, but I could have sworn. It was in Micah. Okay. Let's try Zephaniah. I think I got the wrong book. Zechariah. Or like 9:11 or something like that. 9:13. That's what it is. His spirit led me to it. When I have bent Judah for me, filled my bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece. See, he called the Edomites Greece, because they took over the kingdom from the Persians. The so-called white man did. And made you as a sword of a mighty man. See, and so this is what's going to happen. He's going to raise up the sons of Israel, which they call Zion, and these Edomites, who is the Grecians, they are going to go to war with the Israelites when he come back. Now, what is that? 3 and 6. They called the Edomites Grecians again. It say the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold to the Grecian. Okay, who was sold? Who were the Israelites sold to? It said he would not turn away the punishment thereof, because they carried the whole captivity. They carried captive the whole captivity to deliver them up to Edom. See, the Grecians were sold to the Edomites. And I mean, the Israelites are sold to the Edomites, and the Edomites is the Grecian. And the Grecians took the kingdom over from the freaking Persians, and they are the dragon, they are Satan, they are the devil. See, there's no such thing as some fallen angel. That's the Edomites trying to fool everybody and hide their identity. And so they trying to do exactly what Haman did, but it ain't gonna work. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem and Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.